Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel. This is my green card story where we talk about everything EB2, NIW, and EB1A. And today we're going to be talking about EB1A. We want to summarize to you everything you need to know about this category. But before we continue, we'd like to invite you to an important seminar that is going to hold on Saturday, the 12th of April. 2025. You don't want to miss the seminar. And during the seminar, you will get all your questions answered about EB1A and EB2 NIW application. Please register using the link in this caption below and make it a date. Saturday, 12th of April. Okay, so now into the video. EB1A. Dr. Bobola, what is EB1A?
EB means employment based, obviously employment based first preference. So it's particularly for a pathway for people with extraordinary ability,
Okay.
professors, outstanding professors, or
Researchers.
researchers,
Mhm.
or multinational executive to obtain a United States green card or a United States permanent residence. By the way, United States green card and United States permanent residence they mean the same thing. So
Oh,
it's the official
really?
name is United States permanent resident card. Okay, but because the
That's
card is green, people started using the word green card to refer to it.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, hmm. Well, okay. So it's different from EB2 NIW that we usually talk about on the station.
Yes.
Um, and today we are going to shed more light on the differences. So, like Dr. Babola said, EB1A is a higher preference than EB2. So EB1A is for extraordinary ability, while EB2 is for exceptional ability. So, what are the eligibility criteria for EB1A?
Okay, so for EB1A, for the extraordinary ability, there are
Yeah.
10 requirements.
Okay.
Okay, and you are required to meet three out of the 10 requirements. So
Yeah.
the link, the USCIS link to that requirement is also provided in the description section of this video. So
Okay.
I'll start with the first one. Okay, the first one is evidence of receipt of lesser nationally or internationally recognized prize or award of excellence. Okay,
Please break it down.
the emphasis is nationally or internationally recognized. Okay,
Okay. Hmm.
so let's say, for example, we know that the Nobel Prize is an internationally recognized award, so that will count. Obviously, most people don't have no Nobel
Nobel
Prize
laureate. Yeah.
or an
Get
Oscar
it.
or an Olympic medal. They have other prizes or award. So just think about something in in your field or in your country that is recognized. So, for example, some countries they have national national honors, like national award. For example, I'm from Nigeria. We have the CFR, MFR. Those are nationally
Recognized.
recognized award or prize. Or maybe your field. So let's say maybe someone in the finance field in your country. Maybe there's an award that they give people at the topmost top of that field.
Okay.
I think that will count as a nationally recognized award or prize. Okay.
Okay.
Dr. Nika, do you want to take the second criteria?
Yes, and that one is quite simple. So it's straightforward. You have to be a member of an organization where the membership is based on outstanding achievements. Okay? So this is quite different from being a member of a professional organization that you just have to pay for to be a member and attend their conference. That is not what they are talking about here. You have to be you have to show that you have an outstanding achievement to be a member of that organization. The one that comes to mind will be um, award based fellowships or exam based organizations. So like ICANN now in Nigeria, a lot of people write ICANN, and everybody knows that that is you cannot be a chartered accountant just by by eating pap and moi moi. You have to have outstanding achievements as an accountant to be a member. So, yeah, that one is a little bit straightforward. The third one is you
Do
have,
you mind if I add one
yes, please.
an example to that? So in the US, there's CFA. I think it's Certified Financial Analyst
Maybe
or
I've
something like
used
that.
it. Mm,
So before you can join those association, you must have maybe like 3 years of work experience in your field.
yes.
You write an exam, then you need someone to recommend you.
Wow.
Okay, so membership in those in that kind of association is based on your outstanding performance in your field. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So the third one is evidence of publication about you in your trade or in your profession. Okay. So this is like a media publication about you. We are not talking about publications in journals that you have authored, but we are talking about publications in newspapers, in Forbes, all these big magazines that are tailored towards your trade, your profession, and they are showcasing your accomplishment or the work you have done. Okay, you need those types of publications to qualify.
So I think I'll take the next one, which is evidence that you have been asked to judge the work of others, either individually or on a panel. This is very good, and I tell people that is one of the easiest
To
evidence to
meet.
to to, to, to even meet.
Yeah.
So for example, I'm a geologist. So and there are various professional organizations like American uh, Association of Petroleum Geologists. That organization holds like an annual convention
Okay.
every year. Okay, and during the convention, there's a poster presentation, there's an oral presentation, then there's the exhibition hall where various companies come to exhibit their goods and
Mhm.
services.
Okay.
So usually the organizer of that conference, which is AAPG, they look for judges to help people
Okay.
to help evaluate all the talks, the poster talks and the oral presentation.
Wow.
So sometimes they ask people to volunteer to come and be a judge. So if you have been a judge in a conference like that, you have judged the poster presentation or oral presentation of others in your field, that will count.
Okay.
However, the key thing is that make sure they make it formal. Let them write you a letter. It could be just a one paragraph letter. Hey, hello, Dr. Olanike. Would like to would appreciate if you can be a judge in this conference on this date or this time. Okay,
Okay.
and after the event, tell them to at least give like a letter of appreciation. Okay, because you want one thing about filing for EB1A is not really about what you write, it's about what you can prove.
Yes.
Make sure you can prove that you meet each of the requirements. Okay.
Okay. So the next one is evidence of your original scientific, scholarly, artistic, athletic, business related contributions to your field. So you pick your own. If your own is scholarly, if your own is business, but it has to be original. this is where those that have patents for their original ideas will shine the most. So if you have any evidence of original work in your research, for example, if you're a chemist, you've developed a substance that is used to degrade something, but you are the originator of whatever that thing is. If you have a patent again, that's very good. But if you have evidence of your original work in your field, you are qualifying for EB1A.
Then I will take the next one, which is evidence of your authorship of scholarly articles in professional or major trade publication or other major media.
Okay.
So let's say you're a scientist, you're an engineer, or maybe you're a lawyer.
Hmm.
Obviously, if you're a lawyer, you probably have published in a law journal, or if you're a scientist, you have published in various peer review journal. So make sure you provide copies of those publications. Or
Okay.
it could be the fact that you are in the art field, you have published various articles with Wall Street Journal, or maybe your local newspaper, like in New Orleans, we have I think the New Orleans advocate.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
make sure that you have a copy of those newspaper articles.
Okay. So that is quite different from the one I talked about the other time. This is authored by you.
Yeah.
Okay. In all of this kind of profession specific publications. Okay. All right. So the next one is evidence that your work has been displayed at artistic exhibition or showcases. Okay. So here we are not leaving those that are art based. We are not leaving them. We are not leaving them behind. So if you have your artistic work has been displayed during Festac 1977 or whenever your work was displayed. Okay, so even you need to show evidence that your work was displayed. So original artists, people that actually develop artwork, people that develop, even if you're a shoe designer, some tangible things that show that your work has been displayed, even if it's Lagos Fashion Week, for Nigerians, but some form of your original work has been showcased, has been displayed. You need to show evidence for that.
Okay, that's great. Now take the next one. Evidence of your performance of a leading or critical role in a distinguished organization. Okay,
Mhm.
that's very straightforward too. So let's say you are being a lecturer in a university, and you have
Okay.
served as let's say the chair of the department
Mhm.
or the head of the department.
Okay.
Obviously, that university will have given you like an employment letter, or a letter that states that, oh, you are now the HOD of this department, or the chair of this
Yes.
department. It could also be the fact that you are being the president of the local chapter of your professional organization. So let's say
Mhm.
you are the president of Association of Mechanical Engineers in Austin, Texas. Okay,
Yes.
or you are the general secretary,
Mhm.
or you are the vice president.
Mhm.
So that would also qualify. Nika, do
Yes.
you know any other thing that will count or under these
Yes. So
requirements?
this one is, I think this is where the executives and multinational managers will shine the most. So if you're saying you've led a group of people in your field, maybe as a marketing manager, you've brought to market different products under your leadership. You've developed software, whatever it is that you've led people to really achieve and is significant in that multinational company as an executive. You can bring it to light here, and it could start as your very critical evidence. Okay. So the next one, the second to the last one, is evidence that you command high salary or other highly significant remuneration, okay, in relation to others in your field. This one is very trickish. I'm not a fan of it, okay, because I am coming from a country where the denomination is different. You want to compare what I earn, as an executive manager or as a manager in a multinational in Nigeria to the US. How do I even convert it to dollars? But the trick here is they said compared to your peers in the field, so not across the country. So you want to show that you're a leader, you want to show that your skill set is top notch, and that's why they are paying you so much for all you do in the company. You need to compare your salary with others in the field and show that yours is higher for your top notch, extraordinary, again, contribution to the company or to that field.
Okay, I think I will add to it to
Okay.
this because I think they also require the same. It's one of the evidence that can also turn in for EB2 NIW, and a
Yes.
lot of people, almost everyone I've seen, they misinterpret what USCIS is actually asking
Once.
for.
Mhm.
What most people do is they go and look for how much does a computer scientist or a cybersecurity professional earn, and they'll print that article and say, okay, this is evidence that I command a high salary. No, that's not what USS is saying. They actually want to see your pay slip. Okay, they want to see your employment letter. How much? So as a business analyst, is your pay slip showing that you earn $3,000 per month or $5,000 per month?
Okay.
Now, this is how you need to prove it. So let's say you are a business analyst and you search online and you find out that based on US Bureau of Labor Statistics, right? That's where the information is. Let's say a business analyst, an average, earns $120,000, and your pay slip shows that you earn $130,000. Those are the two evidence that you will use
Okay.
because you earn $130,000, and the US Department of Labor Statistics shows that people in that field earn $120,000. You command a high salary because your salary is $10,000 higher than those in that field. That's how you prove that you command a higher salary.
Yes. All right. The last but not the least, again, is for our performing artists or those in the arts. So they are saying that you need to show evidence that your work or your performing arts or arts, commands high commercial success. So this just brings to mind, as we were talking, the painting of, or would I say the banana peel? I don't know if you heard about it. The banana peel
Yeah.
artwork. Okay, it commands so much money. I don't even know how to call that amount. But yes, you need to be able to show evidence that your work, maybe as an artist, your record label, your single, whatever it is, has made enough significant commercial success, okay, in terms of money, in terms of it's widely acclaimed, like a lot of people are listening to your music. Whichever way you can show that you are getting that commercial attention and success that you deserve as someone with extraordinary ability.
Okay. And remember, you're only required to show that you meet three
Three
out of
out
these
of all
10
the 10 you've
requirements.
said.
Okay.
Yes.
However, some people are special. Okay. USS says if you have a one time achievement,
Yes.
specifically they mention Oscar, Olympic medal,
Olympics.
and obviously I know that the Nobel Prize will fall in that
One
same
time.
class, or
Yes.
maybe a Grammy award. Okay, or maybe you have gotten the World Cup. You are a footballer, or you have
Mm.
gotten the
I
World
can
Cup.
imagine maybe also Guinness Book of Record, those type
Exactly
of
that.
one-time achievements.
Yes. So if
Yes.
you have that one time achievement, forget meeting that three out of
Others.
10. you are in a different category, so you can apply just based on that one time achievement.
Also, like we said, the link will be provided under the caption below, and you can visit that USCIS website yourself and see, especially for the category you fall into. We won't be able to discuss the outstanding professor or researcher requirements in this video, but those are a little bit different, and you can claim that you have extraordinary ability as an outstanding professor or researcher
Yeah.
based off those criteria. Okay, so Prof, this category EB1A, do you have to also tell them or prove that you're going to continue in that field of your extraordinary ability?
Okay, so based on what is available on USI's page for those that are claiming that they are outstanding professor and researcher, they need to
Okay,
prove that they will continue in that field.
okay.
Then, for if you are claiming extraordinary ability, you must show that you continue in the area of your expertise.
Yes, so continue giving us good music.
Yes.
Well, okay, so the other area is, what's special about EB1A? Why the sudden attention?
Okay. Well, I think the sudden attention is mainly because the priority date is current. That means if you
Okay.
turn in the petition today and the petition is approved by the 1st of April, you can turn in the next form. If you're in the US, that is the forms that to adjust your status to change from your present visa category into a permanent residence. Or
Okay.
if you're outside the US, you can proceed to consular processing.
Wow.
Also, because the proper date is current, it means you can turn in your petition forms and your adjustment of status form together
Hmm.
and turn it to USCS.
What
And,
a
and,
bliss.
and, and what will happen is, as soon as you turn everything together, typically they will schedule you for a biometrics and you get your EAD card, even though they have not even approved your I-140. So that's why a lot of people are really excited about filing for EB1A right now.
Okay. 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 So you need to get an approval of your I-140 before you're told to go do biometrics. Yeah.
Typically, when, for example, when EB2 NIW was current, when the party was current, you could get your EAD card
Prior to.
before they approve your I-140. So,
Okay.
and for you to get that EAD card, you need to go for biometrics first.
Wow.
Yeah.
EB1As. It's good. It's good. All right, friends. Again, thank you for always joining us and, coming back to our channel to find useful information. If you know anyone that is torn in between applying for EB1A or EB2 NIW, share this video with them. Let them know their chances with EB1A as we see the advantages with the priority date being current, okay, for most countries. So, till we see you again, please don't forget to register for our upcoming seminar, Saturday, 12th of April. The link to register is below. Thank you. See
Yeah.
you.
Bye.